Monsters of Chernobyl, the Legends and Reality. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and eerie topics out there, monsters of Chernobyl. The Chernobyl disaster was a monumental event in history, but it's not just about the explosion, it's also about the urban legends and mysterious creatures that haunt this abandoned land. The Chernobyl disaster. Now, for those of you who might not know, the Chernobyl disaster happened in 1986 and was a catastrophic nuclear accident that changed everything. An explosion at the power plant released massive amounts of radiation, affecting not only the local environment, but also the lives of countless people. In the aftermath, the nearby town of Pripyat was completely evacuated, and an exclusion zone was set up to keep people out. Imagine a once bustling city now silent and still. That's Chernobyl today. Speaking of Chernobyl today, it's a bit like stepping into a post-apocalyptic movie. You've got crumbling buildings, overgrown forests, and an overwhelming sense of stillness. Walk through these empty streets, and you can almost hear whispers of the past. It's this haunting atmosphere that gives rise to legends of strange creatures lurking in the shadows. If you ever wanted a place that feels like a ghost town, this is it. So where do these monster stories come from? After the disaster, people started spinning tales of bizarre creatures roaming the exclusion zone. Some say mutant animals, and others recall eerie ghost sightings. These stories grabbed the attention of the media and seeped into pop culture, blowing up the idea of Chernobyl monsters. Movies, series, and video games began depicting these terrifying beasts, making Chernobyl synonymous with fear and the unknown. It's amazing how a real event can morph into myth, isn't it? Real creatures in the exclusion zone. But let's talk about the actual wildlife in Chernobyl, because believe it or not, nature has bounced back quite impressively. You can find wolves, wild boars, and a surprising variety of birds thriving in this radioactive playground. It turns out, without humans around, animals adapted and began to flourish. The irony is not lost. What was once a sign of disaster is now a sanctuary for wildlife. It's proof that nature can come back from even the craziest situations. Scientific investigations. Scientists have been studying this unique ecosystem, trying to figure out how these animals cope with the radiation. Some researchers found that while some species have shown mutations, many are surprisingly healthy. This area has become a kind of natural lab, offering crucial insights into wildlife behavior and adaptation in extreme conditions. Pretty cool, right? Chernobyl is teaching us things about resilience that we never knew we needed. Popular culture impact. Now let's not forget how much Chernobyl has influenced pop culture. You've probably heard of the Chernobyl miniseries or played video games like Stalker, bringing these urban legends to life. They tap into our fascination with the mysterious and the unknown, making the tales of Chernobyl monsters all the more enticing. It's captivating how these stories weave their way into our collective imagination and change how we perceive disasters. Conclusion: reality versus myth. So, where does that leave us? Chernobyl's stories of monsters might be a mix of myth and reality, but they reveal a deeper truth about our relationship with nature and disaster. It's important to separate fact from fiction and appreciate the human spirit's endurance. The real monsters may not be the creepy creatures of legend, but rather the events that led to such devastation. What we should take away is a respect for what happened and a commitment to understanding our world. Call to action. What do you all think? Do you believe in the myths surrounding Chernobyl, or do you lean more towards the scientific explanations? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration of Chernobyl and want more insights into the mysteries of the world, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next adventure.